Greetings and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be the monthly reading. We're going to get started with monthly readings to start. And we're going to look at the month of March, and this is for those of us born in the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries, I always say that the spirit guide has been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide. And so, with your kind permission, Aries, let's look at some of the overarching energies for the month of March 2018. So, some of you have been waiting, and the waiting is going to pay off. You've been waiting, you've been looking, you've been studying things, you've been looking at people, particularly in your life. Some of you are getting ready to buy a new car, and I see a car lot. As I'm setting up the reading, the Spirit was showing me a car lot, and I thought that was rather interesting. So, some of you are getting ready to buy a car, and those of you that are getting ready to buy a car, I bless the effort. So, I see where some of you are looking at things differently, or you were looking at things differently, and it has helped you. The idea of waiting, the idea of looking at things from a different perspective has helped you to move on with something that perhaps was not as favorable, was not as strong, was not as true as it presented itself to be. Some of you have been struggling with the idea about returning to school, and I think that's going to be important. And I also see where this idea of returning to school or getting further training, there looks like it's going to be some financial assistance toward that effort. And as a result of that, when you combine the effort of returning to school or continuing in the learning process, and when you combine the effort of moving on from some relationship that has hurt you, there's a new you that is developing, a new creative, more productive, more beautiful you, Aries. And so I like what I'm seeing. I also do see, though, as you move further into the month of March, I see where now we need to work on the diet, because some of you have been struggling with your diet. Some of you have been struggling with balance, and there might be a need for a cleansing as well. But there definitely is a need for balance, because some of you have not been eating properly, have not been exercising properly. And then, even an expanded view would be that you've had you've had some time off doing things that were not part of the discipline, part of your discipline, and part of the best self control. You have not exercised the best self control and the best sense of self direction. And so that also needs to be put back into some type of balance. Some of you are getting ready to deal with a very nice opportunity, and the opportunity is not a job and it's not love, right? It has nothing to do with those two things necessarily, not directly. I think this is more towards education, and it is also towards something that is beyond a new job, something that is beyond a new love relationship. It's beyond that. It's something more than that, but it is an opportunity that's going to present itself to you. I think it has a lot to do with you individually as far as your growth is concerned. Okay, Aries, I'm going to let it rest there, and the information is on the screen if you'd like further consultation. Stay blessed.